So here is what it is. Understand the real problem to be solved. The real problem is actually quantity of the food. So let me tell you this. Biologically, your stomach, when it is empty, is about 75 ml. Okay. And it can expand up to 950 ml normally. However, in extreme cases, it can stretch and hold up to 4 liters. Okay. Now, if you're used to overeating, your stomach can stretch easily and it will feel more normal to you. And if you are overweight or obese, chances that you are overeating are very, very high. And again, you don't have to go 4 liters. It's very easy to eat 120 or 150% of the food that we need. So, biologically, your stomach's capacity to hold food is big. Neurologically, you can train your brain to feel this is normal, this stretch is okay because you're used to it now. It doesn't stop you, it doesn't kind of give you a signal saying that, oh, you're eating more, because no, this is normal, this is how much I eat. Okay. And psychologically, eating more also makes you feel safe, especially if you are going through a stressful period or emotional issues. That's where it is. But here is a problem. But in the long run, what it creates is surplus of energy in your body, when repeated leads to obesity and lifestyle related disorders because of the extra fat in your body. So here is the thing. We don't eat food just for biological purposes or for physical hunger, and we eat food for multiple things, and some of them are emotional, socials, or sometimes even unknown. And that's where it's not about a meal plan which will tell you what quantity to eat, or it's not about what is a good food to eat, because there is quantity, yes, there is quality, yes, but as I said, why you are eating food also matters. So let me give you example. Say someone comes to you with a laddu and tells you it's prasad. Now, there's religious feelings attached to it. There are chances you're not going to say no. Okay. And you eat that. Now, because it's prasad, it's religious, emotionally good, you want it, you did it, but it will still have calories. Now, say for example, you eat even if you're not hungry because somebody offered you sweets in your office, or because there is some good news around that. So you respect their feelings and you eat that, but it still has calories. Now, what you need to know and learn is build the skills that, okay, because I had something extra, how can I eat lesser next time around? How can I manage that? Okay. Food by having the next meal little lesser on carbs, little lesser on fat, whatever it is. And end of day, physically all of these calories do add up, so that's what matters. Or say for example, when you go out and you have your favorite dish, okay, and it's your birthday, so you end up eating more. That's fine, eating gives you joy and you end up eating more, but physically this is all calories, it's going to add up. Or biggest thing, when you come home tired and stressed after work, or because you had a fight with your colleague in office, you actually end up eating more food because that helps you release stress. So that's stress eating, and that adds up too. So it's not carbs that are making you fat, it's not fat that is making you fat, it's not dairy, it's not meat, it's not a specific food. This is what I call it as your relationship with food. And how do you manage it? You don't have to starve, you don't have to overeat, you just have to start building a better relationship. And when you're eating, you ask yourself, like, why am I eating? Okay. Now I know I'm stressed, I want to eat more. Okay, because I had a fight, all of these things. Now then you got to understand, is this really helping me in a long run? And if it is not, then how can you manage it? Because ultimately, that's what is stopping you from getting where you want. So now that you have clarity, understand this, practice how to be happy and eat what you want without overeating. That's the bottom line. That's your relationship with food. Eat your favorite food. Okay. Be happy while you're eating without guilt, but without overeating. That's the name of the game. Now, so let me give you this example. Okay. Just look at the most healthiest people around you and see what diet plan do they follow. Now, when you're looking for the healthy people, just start looking at options and people like them. Look at somebody who is in the similar weight range for 5 years or more. Okay. Somebody who just lost ton of weight using keto does not qualify, because if your purpose is to lose weight and keep it off, then losing one time is not a right example to look forward to. And look at it, when you see these people, you will see they actually, biggest thing that they do is they don't overeat and they don't follow any diets. So as you already saw, most of these diets are one, impractical, antisocial, restrictive, and they categorize food as healthy or unhealthy versus teaching you a behavior or skills of eating food without overeating it. And that's why they fail. Okay, they don't fail because the world doesn't like it or you don't like it. It is the way they are structured, which I call it is, again, all of them just to work what is below the neck, not what is above the neck. Your emotions, your feelings, the stress, all these things which above the neck is not taken into account. So now let's talk about what is good nutrition. So what is good nutrition? Good nutrition is the one that focuses on why you are eating, how much you are eating, and what you are eating. All three. Okay, because that's very, very important. Now, the first thing, the most important thing when it comes to losing weight is quantity of food. Okay. And that's the bottom line. Okay. However, this quantity is influenced by emotional eating. Say, for example, when you are like very sad, hurt, or too happy, you end up binging or eating more. That's emotional eating. So that defines the quantity, that change the quantity of food that you eat. Or overeating. This is I'll give you a simple example of overeating. Like last night, we family went for a dinner, and there was this offer of unlimited pizza plus drink plus dessert for a particular token amount. And here is where I saw people eating really more than what they would feel satisfied with, just because it was unlimited and they wanted to make the best out of money that they paid. And here is the thing, okay? Like you paid 500, 600 rupees for that unlimited whatever dish, and you want to make sure that you eat at least two pizzas because you paid money for that. Now you feel, this is your mindset, your psychology. What you're thinking about is, I am making best out of the money that I'm paying. Now, if you're already struggling with weight issues, what you're doing is actually you're paying money and creating more problem for you, because this is how people end up overeating. And this is just one scenario, it's fresh in my mind, so I gave. But yes, end of the day, it is overeating, and that's going to hurt you in a long run. They may feel good, you may feel good that you made the best out of the buck that you paid, or had a very heavy meal, but it's you who are going to lose in the long run. Stress eating, let me give you a simple example. So like when I work with my clients inside of my coaching programs, there are times we really focus on why you are eating. And one of my clients had to put this out, say, I ate because I had fight with my colleague. And that's stress eating. That's your relationship with food. That's going to make you eat more. Okay. Or eating when not hungry, either snacking, mindlessly, or just going out and eating anything, anytime, or anybody offers you anything, you just end up eating. So these are the reasons. These are the things that actually influences the quantity of food that you're eating. And this is the most important thing to manage. If you can manage that, you will lose weight, you will keep it off. You don't need a special meal plan or diet plan for that. And that's the most important thing. Now, the second thing you need to focus on is the macronutrient composition. Okay. In simple words, what nutrients are you eating? And the simplest way to do it, no meal plans, no diet plans, no measuring, weighing food, is eat protein rich food, colorful veggies, carbohydrate rich food, and fatty food in almost all the meals. Okay, that's as simple as that. So if you're having dal, having veggies, and you're having roti or rice, that's good. That's all cooked. It has everything in it. You don't need something special for that. First manage the quantity, then manage the variety or the composition of food, just in the right order. Like most people do well with this. You don't need a specific diet plan or meal plan for that. In fact, when people work with me inside my coaching programs, we don't do diet plans or meal plans. We just work upon how much protein they are eating, how much veggies they are eating, how much carbs they are eating, how much fat they are eating, and we just fine tune their quantities based on what they are comfortable doing and what they need to do in order to achieve their goal. So this is what we work upon. We don't do diet plans at all. And then comes the quality. Okay, moving from highly processed to minimally processed food, which improves nutrient density. So that's what you need. Okay, now this is the last thing. But what people do, as you saw, is the eating healthy part comes first without addressing the first two, which are more important when it comes to losing weight and keeping it off. So hope this gives you clarity in terms of what is the most important thing to do, which is quantity. Then comes the composition or the macronutrient composition, and then comes the quality. Okay, now just look at it this way. Why are you eating? And this is there in your workbook. You can fill this up in your workbook. Think about it. Okay, I've given some options. Is it because of hunger? Is it because of boredom? Is it because of stress? Is it because of compulsion? Is it because of lust for food? Or what? Think about it. What are your triggers for eating? Second, what are you eating? How balanced is your plate in terms of proteins, veggies, carbs, and fat? That's about it. Nothing else. And what is the quality of food that you're eating? Is it highly processed or is it minimally processed? So think about it. These are the most important questions that you got to answer to understand where you are in this journey, in which stage you are. And now, homework for day 4, that's to build a win and getting better with your relationship with food. So just take one small action today that can help you win this battle, and put it in the Facebook group, and let's celebrate it. Now you may be wondering, what can I do? Now it could be anything. Say for example, today, just observe why you are eating. And say, for example, if you feel that, oh, you end up eating because of stress a lot, then try to see, can you manage that stress without food? And can you eat that food without guilt and enjoy that food without overeating? So, any of these things can be a win. Oh, I had my breakfast peacefully without any stress and without overeating. And I actually ended up seeing that I left 20-30% of my breakfast in the plate because I was already full. I didn't need so much of food. If that what comes to you as uh, as a revelation, then so be it. Or think about, oh, if I looked at my plate, I saw only carbs, there's no protein, there are no veggies. Just probably add some protein, some kind of veggies to your meal, and see how it goes. So make that one win today. And that's something you can start building on. You know what are the things to do. Just pick one thing out of that and make your win today. So looking forward to celebrating your win as we move forward. So thank you so much. And yeah, tomorrow. So tomorrow, what we are looking to do is talk about the most ignored facts and factors of health and fitness, which actually completes the loop, and which is the missing piece of the puzzle in most people's life. And also, you want more help and support. So tomorrow, if you do, or if you want to explore working with me, So tomorrow I'm going to show you like what it looks like to work with me and how you can apply for a consulting session. I'll break this down into more details tomorrow, so you have a better idea that if you're looking for more help and support from me, or explore what my coaching programs can do for you, how to do that as well. So that's something that we're going to work on it tomorrow. Until then, thank you so much. Take care. Do that homework today. Mark that first or fourth win. In fact, this is day 4, so fourth win for you. And let's celebrate together inside our Facebook group, and see you soon.